able to take a bunch that G2 were fighting over. PRX looked to fight over A Rubble at the start of this round, but they've been locked off.
And G2 are fast here, immediately going for that B plan, and jawgemo slipping through into the net and into the back line of the enemy team.
What a nice round here from G2 so far.
We're already seeing util going to be used in spades on either side with that paranoia, trying to flush out the remaining players. PRX trying to get themselves in, but this is ingrained positions. Look at this, flipping the map ever so slightly. Salvos off of the first tap.
Jorg is re-wrapping heaven.
Could be that backstab that's sorely needed. PRX are just wondering where the hell these players are lying in wait. G2 are coming out with order preparation right now. It's a wonderful look here for the pistol round, but they're not done just yet. But that second round of salvos denied.
This game, really. And they weren't at all on this pistol. Maybe part of that is because of the amount of prep that G2 have put in. They knew exactly what they wanted to do right from barrier
for it. Players are lying in wait. Flash triggered. Bit of a peek around the corner. Jinggg, something Forsaken will collapse as well. Snap shut with the trap. jawgemo's going to try and at least even this one out. 3 players still alive here for G2.
How'd you get the spike back?
I'm going to try to go back into this one, of course, because the spike is out into the middle of nowhere. The question of how you get it back is the least of their concern, I think, right now for G2. Hurting bad. How the hell do you even get past this as well? Smokes on smokes. That's just off sound cues. jawgemo hears it, scuttling in the sand, takes it with a no-scope, picks up the upgrade. PRX could still be deadly in this spot though. Snakebite ricocheting back to try and pull them back out. What a face from them. And now, surely the cherry on top. Leaf just dropped down to that 30 HP. He's got to do it now with just that. Outlaw missing the first shot. Anticipating the re-swing. 35 seconds left.
I think this is the only gun that Leaf could have a chance with.
It's an awkward engagement, but he's got to be so damn sharp. Magnetic onto their heads, picks up the rifle, but with
PRX with 1 ghost and 4 classics. Obviously, the trap play is really nice. You've got the Vice Flash comboed with the Paranoia, but you'd expect G2 to have some people ready for it. They had a few people behind Mount, but
last time that these 2 teams faced off, Lotus was the finisher. PRX got the win against G2 at Toronto. Should be a pretty good cleanup. No problems, but as I say that, hold on. Yeah, rifles are being acquired. The sight is theirs too. Wrapping around from the side is something. That flank has to come to fruition. It's a backstab that must be the insurance policy playing off now for them as well. That Prowler not quite broken in time. Something now finally activating, getting involved towards it. A smoke in the face. PatMen cleans up. It's up to Leaf now in that 1v2. Knows the rough position. Something's just holding it. Shorty in hand though. Not enough with the shots to buy.
That's the only weapon though that PRX are going to be able to carry through. They've actually upgraded it to a Phantom. So 1 rifle looking to carry through into the next. There are going to be a lot of chaotic moments like this.
Exit. jawgemo was forward the dimensional drift, an attempt and a chance potentially to punish. Picking out the available util is going to be deaded off though, so the Thorn's going to be delaying any sort of backup. Jorg does have side control for now.
A nicely executed round. Good theory there to push Forsaken away because he's normally so difficult to deal with. And PRX, they don't like playing set retakes, but this time forced to.
Spike planted.
Grouped up.
They are looking for a lurker. Something is hanging around for quite a while with this operator looking towards front B, wondering where Leaf is. Leaf's just watching the flank.
Yeah, now forced to play the retake into this one. We've already that Paranoia. Satchel forwards. Jinggg though is going to be near side.
Oh, the double TP!
Close, double TP! Into the back lines! It's dealt with instantly, and that's Valyn is hungry for it. Carnage onto the site. Straight into the thick of things. Something
for PRX is going to be pulling out plays like that as well.
Sight lines are there, but 30 seconds remaining. jawgemo might be gearing up for a bit of a fight there. Stun still, it's going to be hitting towards the back, and the shot still distracted for a second. It's traded out evenly by Jinggg. Devi still at the back, and heads are turned away from him. He combines the might, him and PatMen really doing the damage!
To get out of there. He's not as crazy as we thought.
He's going back in.
He's going
back in, mate.
Okay, hold on.
Go back to words. He's going back in, and Levy's going to clean him up.
I take you back.
50 seconds left. This is still early days. In the big picture, if Leaf can get a bit more ground going, it might call for the rotations to occur over towards A.
And that's a gun down. Forsaken is always going to be going for the extra little bit. This time punished for it. Don't know why I ever believed he was backing off.
No.
This tap of the door and the fact that Forsaken's gone, pulling players defensively towards A as the hit on C comes through. Devi forced to give up space.
Yeah, Nightfall and Valentine as well clears out most of the site there. Leaf loses the fight out to PatMen. Cleaned up that straggler. Devi still here. Hanging around into the sidelines. He's going to get that first connection. A bit of running gunning though is ordered up here by G2. And JonahP, why not pull out the sidearm? Secondary's getting that job done, finishing up here. It's 2v3, the Nightfall committed. This looks winnable for PRX. They want to send it forwards. Judge in hand! Something's gone against the Stingers and against the Rifles. PatMen's left to do it all now, and a lot of damage being done in the process. Spraying them potentially down to a killable range. PatMen himself very, very low. 51 health to get it done. High-low setup, G2 trying to play it with that discipline, with that diligence. Being disjointed, being picked apart. Time is running away from it right now. That wasn't a rifle he picked up, just a judge. PatMen's going to get it done now. 9 bullets and time running short.
This round, Forsaken's death is massively important. Even though Leaf whips a little bit on the lurk over towards A, it just pulled all of the players away from C, so PRX couldn't really flood in properly. I love the idea of Valyn calling like a quasi-fake in this
Flying
round.
forwards here. Onto the C site. There's no Util used to push them back, so no one is home, but Leaf dropped down. That was it. The mid lurk cleaned up, and that's a rifle as well. They can hand over to the opposition. Still very much winnable. Information gathered. Something going to be playing for his life in this spot. PRX still have a chance to get back in, especially with Jingg's showstopper. Door's going to be opened up from behind. Steel Garden as well. Just putting the squeeze now onto these G2 players. Get the corral and cower into the corner. Put an aid at your back and a gun forwards. Jinggg, watchful eye on every single extremity. Weapons finally back in action, but again, jawgemo's got it too much.
PRX, if they're shooting, you need to make sure that you're shooting back. Jinggg came in here.
Oh, if you go back into Jinggg here, you're going to be in trouble. Drone needs to be broken. It needs to be broken, and it is. He has that showstopper close quarters. Chooses to activate it now. Players are scurrying, but against the back wall. That's mincemeat made of Valyn. JonahP, an attempt to answer that back straight away. Stun's going to be ricocheting, but a smoke in your face. It's a blockade that's put up in front of G2.
It's really annoying being Jinggg and thinking about the fact that that drone can take away your ult at any time, but when it's used like that to flush out a corner and it's broken, just opens the door for PRX's raise.
Free game.
And this round, I can't imagine it going the way of G2 now. In a 3v4,
A lot will have to go right here, but Devi is already making sure that any sort of hurdles and obstacles are dealt with necessarily at that. Still G2 finding their mark. It's brought it into a 2v2.
this could be the opening.
It's a Nightfall. Scatters forwards, only the one tag. They don't know where something is there, but it's all being covered as well. Hell of an awareness, and the C's connects. Forsaken's position notified. Armageddon! My God, the slightest of angles to play out of. He's alive for now, but he's got to do it now with just 34 bullets left, and the off-angle. Though they speed it up again. Noise heard, picking out a bit of that util, seeing where the thorns are. There's still a wall in your face, but jawgemo's got all that space for free. Salvas in a one-way deep CT control. Name of the game already called for. What a snap to the head. Straight his way, that door's going to be opening up. This is PRX trying to apply that pressure, but JonahP covering the angles. And he cracks some weaknesses, but his back is currently open towards it. Something lurking up and around. The pit, going to let them try and get involved and get back in again, but jawgemo's still just dominating the extremities. And the pit now, insurmountable is what it feels like in a 2v4, especially with the operator in something's hand.
Jawg or Valyn, I can't even remember at this point, but...
Jawg and CT.
Yeah, pushed up deep into spawn. I mean, if you're not going to be winning that duel when he's having to contest a Prowler, then you don't have too much avenue back into the round. I think these set-piece rounds on attack side a little bit there about the way that Forsaken was playing towards Mound. G2 give it up.
Oh my God, man! Jawgemo, I believe 11 for something at this point. Ult even popped off as well, getting a bit of extra information, but a TP back again. It's just something heavy Pyro to get mid-round information for his team. And okay, as the smokes dissipate and just fade away, it's an open silent and open fight. Devi's going to be gone. Back to the spectator seats, 4v4, something consistency there with the operator. Jawgemo wants to try and take the fight straight to him, but again, PRX, they're just fighting at every single side. It's never an easy fight, pestering them from every single angle. PRX, they're all over the place right now. With every fight going their way, it leaves it to Jawg in that 1v3. But it's looking inevitable. It's looking like an evened up half, 6-6. Could we have it any other way?
Well,
it's all gearing up, isn't it? Skirmish cord 4, why not? It's gonna get bloody, and it's brawly at that. G2 though, the ones winning it out so far. Feed entirely filled up in their name.
He's gonna take it.
Flash forward's gonna be broken. Jawgemo, he's not messing around. That's 2 shots to the chest. Something.
G2 start to reinforce over towards C and B.
Spotting that one, JonahP. No way is he winning that one. Stinger in hand against the rifle.
Very fraudulent America's moment.
Yeah, and even picks up the upgrade as well while he's at it. PRX are looking to go back in his direction, I think, to get the gun back for Jinggg, but there is another one dropped down, courtesy of Devi. So
I think Jonah spotted 2 there out of the 3 players. And Leaf's position on B is so difficult to clear. This corner just gets mega value every time.
And tucked up deep here, we're going to see the double satchel play. Jinggg forwards, skip past this one. Silence is going to be spotted! And the bodies just line up for him, Jinggg! It's two eviscerated in a blink of an eye, and a forward approach now into that PE site. Heaven angle. It's not really contended, and it's not really smoked off here. I mean, stunned with a ricochet, trying to peek this one forward again with the fights to be taken.
High in the air, so it becomes a cover for Jinggg as he double blast backs up, and then he can take the fight afterwards.
Deep TP into the backside of A. PRX always coming out with the cool ideas. Forward to get the angle.
This round there's a flank play happening as well. And Devi's going to be watching for it. Forsaken also challenging here.
Pixel angle, Forsaken. Faded out by the first player. Takes off Valyn's head as a result of it. That wall's going to be tripped, and that double face does overwhelm. It's going to be a quick call out though. PatMen looking to see if he can contain as well. Needs some help as well. Calling for reinforcements and a bit of backup. And that is a TP behind you. It is manic stuff from jawg. And he's not stopping there. Damage done, but in a flip of a coin, it's all turned on its head. PRX and themselves up into this 1v2. PRX looking to send it flying forwards once more. Salvos though, an adjustment called for by here by G2. Looking to really fight this one forwards with a lot of util in the process, but Trent beamed down through the smokes. Still, bullets are going to be rattling forwards, and with that showstopper, you are no more. Jinggg paving the way to success. The rest of his team can follow him straight through. jawgemo looking to answer back rapidly at that, but still shut down with a bullet to the dome.
That's incredible awareness there from PRX. Dodging the flash. Valyn would have to go huge.
Lying
this
in
would
wait.
be monstrous.
Smoke dissipates though, and the player's just not lined up for him. It's up to Leaf now. 1v3.
One of the first rounds where we've seen teams actually clash over towards rubble. PRX come out on top with all of their beautiful ideas. Does the Steel Garden get forced out here? Does Leaf get a freebie in Spawn and Forsaken?
It's
a wild off angle.
It's so off angle, isn't it? Oh, he just!
Oh, one bullet!
Micro flick. Forsaken doing backflips in the spawn. Leaves it to 1v2. Like you said, a silver line would be ults being forced out and pulled out of these PRX players. They've got this one locked down. A lot of damage done. Leaf anticipating a reswing from a different angle and position, but at some point has to expect it. Time's still starting to tick though. Options very much limited, and now an unwinnable spot to play in. Looking to just do the exits. Bit of damage to the economy while he's at it.
Skewers Jinggg when he jumps in. And then the smoke lands on the floor and lets Jinggg take these fights up and over the top. It's really difficult to stop. And because Jingg's not been ripping Showstopper as soon as he gets it, it's hard to anticipate which rounds he's going to be playing.
This one back, one round at a time. Ults are going to be used on either side though. Hit to lock off C.
They didn't clear!
He didn't clear it, Valyn! Just tucked into the corner, nice and tight and pretty there. He's going to be able to find it a little bit more. Something with some information. Backs up and will respect it.
I mean, a bait and switch play is one thing, but against a Yoru ultimate? That's just a big mistake from something.
Just left them at a disadvantage now, PRX. Now 4v5.
Jonah is so committed.
Hyper committed. He's got no real backup as well. No help to help him out. That wall's on cooldown. Needs it up ASAP. Nades are flying forwards along with the bullets. Surely he doesn't survive this. He's trying to counter-spam them all the way back. And JonahP gets out.
That's incredible. Good support from the rest of his team to get Jonah out in that position, but it's got to feel disastrous on the side of PRX. You've somehow been left in the 3v5 at the back of all of this.
Coming out drone for a bit of information there. Containment is the name of the game for G2. Not letting anything slip here, even committing ults into their own. Still a 3v5, respect shown.
30 seconds
Salvos.
Planted.
Off the mark, doesn't deny the plant. That's going to be an extension into the round. PRX still have a way back into this one. Battering against them, that Ayuto's flying forwards, but killed in their name. Nightfall now, scatters forwards. Jinggg, he's even collected a few of his own. And just like that, it's a 3v3. Players are noted. Drop down into pit, the C's to try and cut off these angles. Steel Garden even being offloaded here with no weaponry to work with. It all comes down to the sidearms. Valyn dismisses PatMen, brings it into that 2v2, but time is ticking. It's getting away from them. The Thorns delay it. TP in. Valyn's looking to try and get at least a bit of a tap onto it. Damage through the box. Satchel over the top.
Still going to try to anchor with the Odin.
Still going to be tested, like you said. Forced to anchor now with the Odin in his hand. The door not opened up. The salvos to try and cut them off. Where it hurts!
Spike down A.
Split them in twine. PRX right now, they don't know which way to look, which way to stand. Toppled at a moment's notice. The pressure was there, but long-range support with that salvo at the feet. And looking to go straight forwards. Flying forwards at that. That's a judge into the hands of Jinggg, and he could do some real damage here. Trying to take that peek. It's an unsmoked angle. Trent is no more. Obliterated in the process. Jawg falls to the information. TP's back out to safety, but there's still a player down on the plant. Now finally going down.
Heaven control there, threatened from PRX, and then once they know that G2 have seen it, they immediately drop back and try to fight on site, creating presence in as many spots as possible.
All players on site with the exception of Divide. Taking that peek in the fight to be taken. It's an off angle for PatMen, and that is beautiful work. 2 players dropped in the blink of an eye for G2. They're going to be watching from the spectator seat.
I think he's going to escape to tree and find some safety.
Being made. Tweaks as well across the board. Salvage far breaks open the blue room door, and jawgemo not anticipated from that spot.
He's a big game player.
Delivers them a killing blow onto Jinggg. Right when his team needed it, and the slightest gaps to work with. That is disgusting stuff.
He is playing so well in this match so far.
Something may have found himself a bit of a pocket to play in still. Players might be watching it. An awareness that door is open. It was Trent who was the one to do it. Shallow angle that he's watching this from. Flash. Still contacting up here, PRX.
Leave from behind.
It could be that backstab! Oh, what a snap by Forsaken! Quick 180. Snaps back and punishes Leaf for the hubris of trying to contest.
3 huge moments where Leaf has had a bit of a whiff, but this one might punish them the most. He's still got 19 kills, he's still playing great. But big kills are getting away from him.
Lurks on lurks, Divide all that space over towards C. Open ground found, and something now can be the backstab.
Oh, what a time.
Still with that player disadvantage, but it might not matter with something playing like this. And like you said, the timing is everything. It's all about how fast G2 end up playing it, but he reveals it early with that kill onto JonahP. No one's turning to look at this right now. No one at all. Communication just going to miss. PRX. Again from the brink, again at the player disadvantage. But it's inevitable. It's going to be that 12th round.
I think this round is utterly and completely different if Forsaken doesn't somehow land.
Okay.
Go for the Cologne play. I think this round is so different if Forsaken doesn't somehow spin on a dime and land a 180 kill onto Leaf. The reactions sometimes from the PRX players, how many other players are reacting to this quickly and deleting the player behind him?
There's no way.
And it's actually a bit of a tough shot because as he moves, his model goes downwards too because he's on a staircase.
He's moving down into the pit. Be disastrous for G2 to lose this opener in this fashion. It's exactly the way that the last time that these teams played each other ended up. 13-11 loss to G2, and anticipating that TP deep into the back line. jawgemo's got his watchful eye onto it still. Bullets going to be rattled on either side here. Damage is being done either way. Judge in the hands of Leaf, he can't get much done at all. The rifles are singing in the hands of these PRX players.
Still a salvo, still an ult here for Trent.
Chance for him to get back in, but a lot of damage done to JonahP as well. They're going to have to use everything at this point. Space given up. Presence being shown, and forces the Armageddon to be used just to take site control. G2. Meticulous, they're like surgeons when it comes to these retakes, just trying to divide up most of the site and see if they can take this one nicely. But they have to get their eyes and watchful eyes, and these smokes, valyn does punish it. Forsaken dropped in that IGL dip. Jinggg from the side has got a nade waiting, rebounds, but a little bit too shallow. A tap onto it, Horn needs to be dealt with, it's all coming down to the wire! All this space given up for free, but eventually spotted out now. Something. Couple of strays, swings and shots that he's going to be popping off. Prowler in his face. At some point, maybe forced to respect this one. Oh my god, that's damage done. Traded out though. G2 still get themselves in. Elbow control.
Spike planted.
Maintained by Divide, making sure to hold on to control of that area.
Yeah, Divide's position here is really nice to help PRX on the retake.
Just spotting the head poking up. Really waiting this one out, but hearing a lot of presence forwards.
Salvo used early.
Paranoia has to be dodged to the one side. Stun used as a response of that. Prowler alongside it. Time starting to be a bit of a difference maker. Damage done on the side of PRX. They are absolutely dishing it out now. Not giving it any easy fight. To the corner,
They were flash haunting this every time.
Uh-oh, this could get deadly. This could get dangerous.
There's no way.
Just the one before he gets out.
How has he found the timing quicker than the haunt landed? JonahP didn't even wait for the haunt, or rather, sorry, Jawg didn't wait for JonahP's haunt.
Just expecting that they would respect it, I think. Once they're ready Waiting with the C's. Looking at different angles here. I mean, he's worried about mid. Still lands a shot! Jinggg there following up on top of it. He gets another. Following with the TP. Cheeky enough, but it's all being watched for. And this is a bonus conversion. Waiting in the wings now. I mean, PRX could not have got off to a better start here on Corrode, a map that they've been banning, showing no signs of.
He'll rotate.
At this point, it should be very obvious. Devi, stalwart defender, the one to try and lock this one down, and he's being precise as anything, just trying to pluck off the heads away from the shoulders. 15 seconds left. Double face in the end here. The TP into the back line. That's a timing that was unanticipated, yet still with the shots. Leaf is raining down lead upon them. Laying down. Shot after shot. These are hammering blows, and it's brought G2 into a 1v2.
But they don't know where something is.
That's what something has got to play with in this spot right here. Drone's going to be popping out into your face, which is broken. Hello, something is still there. Yeah, Prowler in your face and a couple of stray bullets as well. Still alive though. Salvo forcing him back and away alongside that C's, and there needs to be that collection. The crossfire setup in tight formation. G2 still trying to find their way forwards with this one. Ults are being earned up. A lot of avenues uncontested though, and Jinggg looking to see if he can take that fight. There's that punishment we were talking about prior. Against PRX, got to keep guns out because they will be willing to take those duels and take those fights indeed. It does go both ways. Trent.
That's a big kill.
Massive one. Frees up the flank away from it, now has the armor gun. He's going to be using this preemptively.
He's been doing that a lot. Hasn't really been saving his utility for post-plant.
Just trying to buy a bit of time with that nade rebounding. That's going to be a perfect position. Leaf surely goes down, that's half HP. Drifting away, and it's a half clearance. Jinggg anticipating that it was cleared out. Leaf either side. Shot's going wide. There's an orb to play around. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you're going for that. That's
still goes for it. And actually, they're looking to double re-clear into Leaf again on A.
Face your fear!
Michael's going to be sent flying forwards. That is a lovely clearance for Forsaken. Juts out, and this guy is walking on water at this point. He could do no wrong. PatMen, nowhere safe to stand, but he does find a slight pocket to play in, and even adjusting the aim towards the final moments. jawgemo! Jawgemo delivers them back from the brink.
Very
gives
aware.
them a win con.
Super aware, kept his gun out the whole time, ready for those fights.
30 seconds left.
But he still need the flank coming through again here. PRX putting such a premium on that. And Jinggg can distract enormously. Still full util and an ult.
Really
how are you going to look at Forsaken in the middle of this?
Exactly. Still eyes are trained towards main. That's an off angle to be held to the corner. Showstopper avoided. Good movement straight at him from the side. But again, it's going to be Forsaken revealing his hand from the spot. And jawgemo supplementary with the spam. There's a smoke in his face, but that will be dissipating. And he gives it up for the even fight. Still, shots are going wide. Going wild. Going out. With the smoke propped up over towards the top. It's an impossibility. Surely, Forsaken, you can't be winning this. 7 bullets! Oh!
Watch Forsaken. He makes you believe, doesn't he? That one was an inch away from coming through with a ridiculous clutch. You can just tell in the way that the G2 players are playing against him too that they are fearful.
Tricky spots. The shots rattled off down. And cross should have mid here. Something again with this information ult. Dimensional drift going to be used, and he spots out a multitude of players while he's at it.
No, he's caught everyone, hasn't he? He's seen
as
everybody
well.
apart from Leaf.
Back over towards A. Everyone but Leaf, and Leaf does collect. And now the triple face as well. Punish onto Jinggg. Trying to offset that disadvantage they found themselves in, and now all the way over towards B. It's up to PatMen. He's got that ult in. Salvo's though had to really take the fight and was forced into it.
So difficult to catch people without. I already talked about that on Lotus, where you
hospitalized for a decent chunk of it too. Not really getting a time and chance to play the game yet. He hasn't missed a beat stepping back into the seat, so we'll see how this pressure and how PRX are really going to be able to keep up with most of this. 3 players stacked up towards it. They have the entirety of the pack all grouped up here. JonahP shots in the dark through that smoke. Something has been head ripped off. Steel Garden near sighted. There is coverage swinging right round to the corner. The timing has to be perfect, and the clearance is just not there. JonahP is still delivering, but it goes both ways. PRX are still in this fight. It's evened up. It's that 2v2. PatMen off onto the flank, and now putting the squeeze onto JonahP, leaving that time in for Leaf to collect. Devi in a 1v2. Testing with that shorty in your face. It's a lot of damage done. Dropped down to barely anything at all. Quick tap as well, trying to force Leaf out into the open, but he swings it.
Information towards A main.
Slightest of angles as well. That's something he wants to work with. A lot of bodies going to be trailing towards him now. He's going to get his chance for a fight. Just TP's back to a bit of safety. Trying to hold this one again. Inserts himself forwards. The salvos at his feet along with the clone. That is ridiculous! Something! Dismisses them with a wave of a hand, but he needs some help out now. He will be dropped. JonahP happy to trade that one out.
Look how
Nightfall
fast.
taken, PatMen from the flank, and heads are rolling. Leaf is gone.
And Forsaken as well, all the way up through B main.
It's two players at G2, they are being picked apart at the seams here. Every single avenue accounted for. Main, Link, and CT. Sees up and over towards the top. There's a lot of damage done, but as that smoke fades again, the time is taken. JonahP
Hard actually for something to play this
holding
defense
it.
side.
It's a game of reactions. It's a game of reactions, of which something wins out. A lot of damage done in the process, but how do you win against the operator in his hands?
And he's gone so deep there, he's found the timing before the drones.
Wall is heard, wall is heard. PatMen realizing there's a gap in the play. Forsaken wasn't quite holding it, and that timing was taken. Evened out though with a kill onto Leaf.
He might think that he's trapped them all in the choke.
Players drifting in as well from the side. This is an angle as well, something counting for it. Sees the barrels. Damage done though. Instantly there with a trade nevertheless. JonahP did do that damage to Forsaken. 2 left alive now for G2. Nade is going to come sailing overhead, trying to deny that plant. It's tapping as G2 are looking for bodies, trying to pull them out into the open. PRX not giving them an inch though.
The double fake tap has stopped something from getting on a really aggro line. Now he starts to creep forwards.
Comes down to heroics. Jorg very much alone when he's holding this one.
Satchel out.
Crouch down, satchel overhead. Needs some help, needs some bailout as well. The timing is going to be, has to be picture perfect. Picture perfect! What a spray down a transfer! It's something with the use! It's a lot potentially thrown at him now. Looking for the A split, but just jawgemo going through that link angle. Armageddon is going to be paving a way to success. Most of the way being cleared out. jawgemo has all this space now for the rest of his team. Wall up on top of it, something's going to be answering him back immediately. Nightfall, dimensional drift, there's a potential timing to be taken as those Qs are cut away. Something could really be looking to punish. The weaponry never quite ideal, but still the damage is being done. Showstopper, he whips it around. Jinggg is straight in and through. Tip of the spear for him, and something not anticipated. Exiting out of that ult. It's a mad scurry, it's a mad dash through mid. The Divide left to punish, an instant shot and answer back, but it goes.
This immediately starts some of the rotations from coming through, because you see that the Raze was the one who picked up the ult orb. So when you know that the Raze was over here towards B main, you're thinking, well, that's where they're going to finish if they exec in the next 30 seconds. And that little piece of info now allows PRX to hit a weaker A site if they can get through jawgemo.
Jorg is hard committed. There's no gate crash to get him out here. Some of the angle to be watched for. They lost mid control in the process. Actually, JonahP was the one to take up domain and residency there.
There.
Quick walk down, Divide being punished. Smokes in the face though, now spells it out. This is going to be leading and landing over towards an A hit now for PRX. Making moves forwards, that's a kill claim. JonahP shot in the dark as well through that smoke. It's his head who ends up going down. Paranoia sweeps though, that is a massive collection. It's only PatMen who can put a stop to this. And my God!
You got to get through Jonah and Jorg here.
Very deep angle. It's not really the best weaponry to work with. Something does his best with it. Just ghost in hand. Knocks the heads off 2 G2 players. jawgemo and JonahP are out for the count.
Really nice dodge of the flash.
A lot of util forwards here. Ingrained position, not really cleared out. With the classics, you might be able to make the most of this one. This is elbow control given up. The plant is down though. 3v3, you got to think the weapons in the hands of these PRX players surely going to be enough. And nade's still primed. Ready and waiting. The timing is taken just right on that. The damage is still being done though. They can't really deal with these players. And it comes down to a 1v1. It's Trent versus Forsaken. No easy pickup in terms of the weapon, but a stinger is found, salvaged from the midst of all of it, and the body just peeking out!
And Divide, I think, has broadly failed in his job at pushing back jawgemo on B main.
G2 are ready for a tussle. It's going to come down to the aim though, and a shot's fired. Oh, that was a jump spot from long range, something still creeping ever so steadily up towards this angle. Paranoia though will be a bit of respect forced out of it. Prowler into the corner gives the acknowledgement here to PRX, but the salvos are slowing them down. 38 seconds left. Util being bled out of this G2 squad. Nade rebounding, second wave of salvos. Seas does connect again. It's all meant to try and slow them down, but again, not much left in the tank here for G2. It comes down to the weaponry at this point. Gunplay, and how well can you trade each other out? Both satchels used. Just crouch peeking into it. Jinggg dismissed readily. Reaction time test. All pays off here for the G2 players. Very ready for the fight that was coming their way. Short from that spot. Again, not so ready to count out PRX, even when they are on the worst buy. Same idea as when Jinggg had that judge the first time. Inserts himself into deep smoke, lay it down for him.
I'd like to see them do this on a rifle round, because they get into a nice position. This time they're fighting
Fighting
elbow.
forwards, yes, into elbow. But Oh wow, the Paranoia is only going to be connecting onto the one, only onto the one. Leaf has to be that difference maker, but a re-swing out. PatMen more than ready for it. Trent is in a sticky spot. The situation here is going to be a bit dire for him, but the flash to try and set him up. Something still hits that. Nightfall now scatters forward. Something delivering, hammering out the shots. G2 with the amble in this situation. Big light up from the horns. This is all going our way. Chaos.
He knew that something like that was coming towards him. Turns it, deals with Trent, then catches the kill onto Jinggg, who's holding the angle. I mean, Jinggg is ready for it. But something's a little quicker. What side they're going to end on, so a 2-1-2 defense for G2. What the...
There's no way. What is that by Forsaken?
Well, he definitely didn't think that Trent was there. I'll tell
All
you
of
that
A
one.
is open as a result of this. The pressure coming his way, making it feel like it could have been that B split.
Literally 5 players all reacting to that ult, and now G2 realise what a mistake they've made. PRX not only have the sight, but can now get into really deep positions. You're going to have to clear so many angles and corners, maybe even a mid-lurk.
Long rotation times as Thorns in through CT. Flash as well.
This could be how PRX win a 4v5, another 4v5.
Big ults on the side of G2 though to potentially clear this one out. See if they choose to use it. Smoke off onto Elbow. Thorn's going to be deaded off. Sees, connects. They see that. The trail points it out. Jinggg rebounds with a salvo as well. He's out into the open. PatMen trying to help out as well through mid. Looking down this avenue. He knows where most of the ire is coming from. Divide shuts him down. 1, 2, 3 shots. He's looking for that 4 off his team.
So focused on dealing with Jinggg on the other corner. A wider swing from jawgemo. When you watch this, because the reactions are...
The aim on top helps out. That is an operator in the hands of Jinggg though.
And it's on Trent and Leaf to try to hold.
Still guarded. It's not going to be overlapping most of this one here still. Players trying to hold this one down. And Leaf intentionally maybe even just getting caught into this one, but he does shut down Jinggg nevertheless. He was vulnerable up. The Classic makes short work of him. Holding onto that elbow control is a critical element. G2, it went wrong for them in the past with these B hits.
A 3v5 again. PRX have been winning these.
Position as something in it. It's going to be filthy stuff. Still, Dimensional Drift should clear him. He's spotted out here. 2 players now noted, making comms noted to the team. And in through that smoke as well, just pings as they exit onto the ult. It's all coming out from that link angle. It's up to something and PatMen. Can they punch a hole through this one? Flipped on its head. Spike being diffused, stuck all the way. The coverage is in sight for G2. They got bodies on.
Pretty perfectly at the start of the round.
This is going walkabouts here. There's so many angles to contest and account for. This is ridiculous stuff. He's straight past it. I mean, Divide.
And not even punished.
Yeah, not expecting it. No trade in sight because Jingg's got the judge.
Jinggg 1 away from being able to get his showstopper online. Would have loved to play for A main.
Making moves now towards A. That's a shot to the head, though. The wall just saving valyn in a spot like that, and still, JonahP squares up. TP up to mid, Forsaken.
Yeah, this is mad. They're pinging out towards it. Jinggg is looking for it with an op in spawn.
Yeah.
But Trent is actually really important here.
I'm trying to hold this one back. He's feeling the heat now. He's turned up all the way. What is that? Shots are fired and elbow control still maintained. These players starting to flood in their way through. Jinggg has an ult to work with. But in a 2v4, looking for another kill, I think, to really set the pace and maybe given that allowance to use it. It's not going to be quite the case, is it?
Does have the judge. Same B exec looking like it's going to be run here
same
again.
Play. Leaf is not in a spot to really contest this one, but he's found a pocket to play in. It's his own smoke that's bloomed and blossomed the showstopper. Not finding any marks. Bit of clearance is needed here, but they don't expect this. Haunt over, Forsaken. Not getting the read on it. It's the time of the plant. TP behind. TP behind. Man, just missed each other. It's all down to this and the okay, judge in the hands. It's all chaotic. What a crazy round. Could have been anyone's game there. It is traded. Now to Nightfall. It's going to be scattering. Ults on ults to try and find this. Jinggg presses forwards. There's an advantage to be found. And he's hunting it out. Pouncing on the chance. Full control in towards Link. And they've given up elbow as a result of it. But PRX still ingrained. Good positions to be held. Just comes down to the shots. And with something missing, that one, valyn, he might have just opened this up for them. It's a 3v3. Try lays it down at least without flash. Shots and fights all going their way. Jawgemo tries to get it done.
Really sneaky player. But that teleport bent his brain. And he couldn't quite find the trade there. Or rather, the second kill. Jinggg did get the trade. It's this final play towards the end, actually, though, in the 3v3 that wins it out for PRX.
So why switch it up? Why change it? PRX send it flying forwards here with Dimensional Drift from something to try and at least pave the way. Clears out most of the site. Gives him that info. The rest of his team can just walk into the fight now. G2 looking to play that retake. Spike down, gearing up. Refine into elbow. A lot of util flown forwards here. jawgemo's going to be caught though, near-sighted. Worrying predicament that he could be placed in. Drone needs to be dealt with onto the side here, but the fight.
Stop!
Brute force, no way! Forsaken! Caught out into the open air, tried to take the TV behind him to be that dagger in the back, but punished as a result. The pick could be exactly what G2 needed. The flood, the avalanche, now it's all falling to pieces, and it's going to come down to the individuals again. Divide and something, they have to do it all, and it leaves it down to just something. jawgemo with the defuse, stuck all the way. He knows there's one away from the ult. Could be pivotal. Jinggg ends up getting a kill. They're not shy. Now starting to get a bit of a move on. Satchel's forwards as well. It's all on JonahP. It's a nade at his feet, a flash on top of it. The salvos to try and help him out. Again, that util comes in handy. Sees laid out on top of it. Again, the second wave of the salvo. All an attempt to punish. Two players being caught and collected. 30 seconds left, and it's going to come down to the gun duel. It's going to come down to it here and now. Across the map, kills it, collected and claims it. It does even it up into a 3v3. Armageddon, plant down. PatMen with the full commit.
Does he get out?
Full stick, and he can't escape it. Goes down with the ship, but it might just be your G2 sailing into Ascent to bring us all the way. Something is going to have to go huge. Planted for him. A flash dodged and avoided. jawgemo puts his body on the line, but it's played perfectly. Something. You can't be doing this to them. A tap from Trent trying to pull him out into the open once more, but it's all gone. To be baited out, or you just move over it as a pack. 3-2-1 TP up towards the top. It's a full exit that's called for, but that flash is everything. Divide finds it in through the side. The trades on top. JonahP still trying to play it forwards and not expecting that something could be on that corner. Lucky to be alive in a spot like this, but the paranoia is perfect once more. Forsaken going to lay claim to the site and help his team survive.
PRX up to match point. Fighting, scrapping, high tempo, never letting the plank go down.
Twisting the tail that they're weaving, and now they're sending it flying forwards. They reveal their hand. It's up to jawgemo. Can he try and put a stop to it? Jinggg stops. Finally there, but out wide into the open. These shots need to land, and land they will! It's all on Leaf, on his shoulders. He's given that open avenue for just a split second, but the damage has already been done.
A 2v5. PRX have been amazing at winning when they've been down players, but not this heavy.
No, a spot like this when a spike is in enemy territory. G2 have persevered. Unless absolutely everything goes wrong. But from the way it's looking, very unlikely.
Constant smokes being refreshed in their faces.
Leaf has contact. As soon as he takes it, the players are going to swing out.
Still a lot of util available as well. Salvo, sorry, not salvo, the stun, double flash.
Let's skip past this. Just leaves it to Divide, and it is inevitable at this point. Time trickling down.
10 seconds left.
Bodies reinforcing it. G2 are not the row between two of these teams have been so damn evenly matched. Paranoia sweeps. Salvo on top of it. Damage being done, but it's just tickling their feet in a salvo. And it's all is on Leaf.
How's he got three?
Where has he found that? The timing to be taken up mid. And he thrives underneath it.
Another huge numbers advantage for G2. Divide looking like the only player that could put a stop to it. They're going to go back. Both teams allowing the attackers to take a lot of mid control. And in the late round, in the post plan, PRX have actually been pushing like this. Do G2 think about it? Because otherwise, things could get sticky here.
Onto the flank. JonahP is inserted. He will be that first line of defense. Grouped up here. PatMen and Divide trying to make the most of this situation now, but Keen's a good... Oh, it's going to be clean, and unfortunately, first one not going their way. PatMen even just revealing his position, and immediately you can see the G2 players scurrying forwards. JonahP trying to buy time and try and take that fight, but no one really ready to trade off that. As an ult turns up, Nightfall now scatters, gives a confirmation. One player spotted. He doesn't know where Valyn is. Haunt even broken. Time ticking away. Trying to really... Potential for a bit of counter spam. He's doing it most of the time here. Paranoia sweeps on either side. Handshake at a util, but as soon as JonahP reveals a fire, it could be going straight back at him. It's a dry fight that's being taken. Jinggg thought he was set up for success there with a fight potentially, but now it's all gone a little bit wrong here for PRX.
It's such a nice ante because Jonah's been tanking the Haunt on the site, but Jinggg just went too early.
Strong clearance through, Valyn off to the side as well, holding it down at an avenue of his own. And he attempted a trade, it's just not in sight here. We should be going to Ascent. This is just a bloodbath and a blender that these players are being pulled into. Forsaken does at least collect the one kill. Spike in his hands. The play is rapidly approaching.
If anyone could pull the magic out, it would be him.
1v3, he's got to try and find these players and see if he can collect the kills. It's all Valyn though. A lot of players looking down mid as well for that peak. Expecting Leaf to be down there, but he's also done the damage just before he's gone down.
Technically another opening kill. About whether or not he can get them off in time though. G2 could push him. Force him to keep his gun out.
Yeah. One layer of it now. TP into the back. One's in Jenny.
He's done a good job at slowing them down. Look how fast Forsaken's coming.
Jump with a tag. He knows he's there.
30 seconds left.
jawgemo tight to the corner here. Actually, a bit of awareness just going to miss just for Jinggg in that. Still players are starting to look to see if they can float all the way back in with that frenzy. How the hell does jawgemo get this value?
He's so good with it.
Too controlled, man. Something of Forsaken now, having to get it done. Sheriff in the mid, something already going to be picking off. jawgemo. He's gone in a 2v2. Anyone's game now at this point here. There's potentially an in that PRX have earned themselves. We'll find out. We can see how it gets going. A lot of damage being done. That is so precise in terms of the shots. And Trent has to reveal his position. The dart drifting overhead here. Something still delivering these shots. My God!
4v5 round to add. Now this one, maybe a bit fraudulent in terms of the 4v5s, because there were only 4v5s. And they've set Leaf up to take a fight over towards, you know, deep spawn market, something like that.
It's all the way in. Very wide face. Good adjustment by Chaw, but he oversteps himself. Jinggg was going to be putting him in his place still. Awareness there from PatMen. Still watching that angle, but JonahP has found it. Targets are toppling, and now Devi is going to be the one under that pressure. He's going to try and hold them back now, just with that stinger. Seen out, but as he's placing the util, that's a pretty poor timing to be taking. Leaf running a mockery over them right now. This seems to be aware of the fact Jinggg does return that fire, but he's got the rifle.
Covering that mid gap.
Give her a picture of where G2 are trying to end. And Leaf is there. He answers back. Damage was done. Potentially just a half armor, but something is punished nevertheless. So we're going to be sending it forwards now, flying with that dimensional drifter, trying to clear up most of this one. Does spot Devi through the back. Pings across the board here. Wall's going to be tripped out. jawgemo. Look at the contest here. Tangle with Devi. 1v1 onto the side, that could mean absolutely everything. Still, they haven't dealt with him, and he is drifting in. They're not really taking this fight together. Devi, a chance. That's all it will remain as well. He's going to be sent straight back to spectate now and watch us.
Yeah, this is a team that loves trying to take a time to clear.
TP into Wine. Double face, that's a quick TP straight out. jawgemo, even with the players down, they've got an operator in the hands of something. It's not the right.
The maps themselves are just getting slower as we go through the series. And it's revealing.
Hunter Fury, potentially there. You see with a Steel Garden at least to set the pace of this one. Is there any clearance into Wine?
They're not thinking about it.
Forsaken, he's here. Drifted into the spot. His gun's going to be coming back any moment now, and that's the time to strike. It's Nye. He's going to jump on the chance to pounce. Potentially do some damage to help his team out. The flood attempt in from PRX, all off the back of the IGL. Valyn's going to try and do all sharp shooting, I think, as well. See which player can put them into the dust soon enough. That is a shot, and what is that? Through the wall, lucky to be alive. The coverage from Devi, it's not quite there. jawgemo had that one entirely covered on that one angle, and something now feeling the heat and that pressure. Res up in through mid. It's pace that's been turned up to a degree. PRX looking to control this one back down again.
And that's a huge ultimate that they just brought back into play.
30 seconds
G2
left.
going to have to slow things down here, otherwise they're running in with pistols.
28 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough here.
No time at all. I mean, it's a deep TP by Valyn, but he's into Wine. He's looking to get punished. Forsaken still holding it down. Wall's going to be going down momentarily, especially when they're knocking at the door and trying to break it down themselves. Leave. All sorts of damage being done, but it's A, that's the problem. Forsaken needs to be dealt with. And this guy is a nuisance. He's in the goddamn walls with time. Stinger. Because anything picks up.
The winners of Masters Toronto might be cast to the lower bracket.
That's a hell of a pit revealed as well, but G2, they don't care about it. They're going to be taking the fight straight to them anyway. Creeping all the way up to the line. Devi trying to really see if he can put the hurt onto them again, but that is an instant trade once more. G2, you're playing into their wheelhouse, but this is a round at PRX. They don't want to give up. The dimensional drift is going to be used again to set it forwards. The trademark, oh my God, man. He's everywhere.
He can do no wrong.
And he's dominating so far, round after round. PRX on the shoulders of something, and Jinggg creeping away past here, looking for any sort of sightlines, and they got the wall off into CT. Attempt to try and break it. Leaf still wins that out. It's a 4K for him.
is criminal.
And something is scurrying away to try and deny that ace.
They tried to trap him in hell. Tried to deal with the others.
He broke his way out.
Slammed a bullet into his captor. Something is going to escape on this one.
Fades away.
Now you've been baited into forward positions.
Double bait and switch here. That's good damage done though. Forsaken is going to be spamming. Roar into it. A dimensional drift to try and clear most of that corner out. Jinggg is forward again. Trying to take that fight. He can hear the sound cues. JonahP is just waiting in thick water. Forsaken's still going to be the one to put the bullet to the dome.
And
finally a player advantage.
And something fast on the flank. You can play retake in this spot, but Trent's already the playmaker.
Trent trying to slip the net. There's one! Oh my god! Straying out with the bullets on either side. Forsaken finds it. Oh, cancelled out. Goes out here. Forsaken trying to sow chaos again once more, but something onto the flank again could just be a nail in the coffin they needed for a round like this. jawgemo not anticipating it whatsoever. And it's all down to valyn. It's a 1v3. Positions here is playing way.
What util does each team use?
Wow, it just comes down to it. I mean, there's a flash that doesn't go down. Wait, they could be pushing past it. Disrupts the crossfire setup that they had going on. PRX might find themselves in a bit of a tricky spot here. Hunter's Fury trying to pave a way forwards again. That TP is going to be cut into the corner. Dodging, juking, maybe even in the midst of all of that. Yes, damage is being done, and with those kills claimed, it goes on either side. PatMen finally lets loose with one of his own. But it's a 3v3 that they're going to be playing themselves into.
Flash available for jawgemo. And one for Forsaken as well. This flash recon combo should be quite nice, but PRX forced to use it early.
Paranoia sidestepped, but no one really anticipating. It's a smoked off position. Forsaken gives away his life. With the slow field drop down at your feet. Your options even more limited. Revealed over and over and over again. Damage through the walls. Bled to death. 1,000 cuts here. You might have that heal in the back pocket. But it's a chokehold setup currently going on. It's going to take just raw individualism, heroics from either side. It's all mid. PRX looking to really reinforce this one up, and that's a fight to be taken. Leaf though will respect it almost immediately. Trademark going to be broken. A lot of damage there. The shot dart just off the side of it, and through the wall, Leaf is finding it. Doors closed off into their faces here. Barely a pixel to work with, but PRX are still looking to overwhelm. Reinforcements, though, in through the back, and this is a weird timing to be taken. You've warded off your only avenue over towards A, and then you're trying to make your way over towards B. Devi trying to put the squeeze down onto them. They could go in either direction if they're going to go back into JonahP.
Oh, he could feast here with a frenzy.
They don't.
They've got to clear this.
So much damage being done to all of them right now, but that frenzy's barely out of there. 5 bullets left and trying to do the job, but this guy can't be stopped. They finally remove him, but the damage has been done from every single side and avenue and angle. Divido might have just done it, and he's brought it into that 1v1. Enough damage done in the process. PatMen versus Trent. Sova versus Sova. 30 seconds left, and they know the rough positions.
30 seconds left.
Both are damaged. Weak as anything, but PatMen walking right into it. Precise if he wants to get value out of it. There's the one person with half armor.
The only one person with half armor, and it's Jinggg who gets caught.
Unfortunate. Still,
for this. Jorg has full A main info. The thing is, they're so far away, valyn and jawgemo. They can't really help. That's why I'm saying massive pressure on Trent here.
And leave it up through mid. 2 shots to the body, chest, or legs. Pick whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's all down to Trent right now into this spot, and he's still dodging, weaving, ducking away from all of this eye, and a fight taken towards it. PRX ensuring that they hold on. They keep their eyes onto the smokes with those guns well trained. Divert themselves into a 2v2 from this spot.
Devi's going to hear Jorg coming up. Maybe not. He just cut noise.
He did cut noise from it, and the barrel's going to be poking out before. No, not quite. It's all about the timing here. Devi trying to cut it up into the corner, but the clearance. Immaculate stuff from Jorg. Piece by piece. Taking bite-sized chunks out of the sight, making sure that they can clear most of the way. It's up to Forsaken. He's been a menace. He had a hot hand earlier. We'll see if he can keep it going now into this 1v2. Currently 16 and 8. The players dropping down and giving him that perfect timing. Snapping to it. 1v1. Does clear JonahP up into that spot. Smoke as well propped up and on top of the wall. Nothing going to be escaping the eye of Jinggg. It's going to be sharp, but it goes on either side here. This is surgical precision by G2. With the sheriffs in their hands, they're making the most of the chaos. And now, quick pivot all the way over towards A. That's a deep TP into Wine. Forsaken has to be sure that this is clear most of the way. And the spike still has to cross this angle. Leaf doesn't have enough bullets to do the job.
The bucket wasn't going to do the job from that distance.
jawgemo going for a repeat of his own, but it's all been contained here by Divide. valyn has dropped this one, the spike down into Cat.
That's just off sound cues.
He's got to know the rough position. There's only 13 seconds left. This is it. Forsaken's got to get a bit of a move on. He's got to watch this the entire time. Door closed, and he does punish. Time earned. Carves out a path to success. It was the only way he could win this one. PaperX.
Let other people lead and take those early duels.
That one with a drone. Backing out. Leaf doesn't take his TP, so he's still got the rendezvous for a rainy day, which is Seal Garden's coming through anyway. Weaponry now going to have to be fully reliant on a headhunter, but I don't think Leaf's got any bullets to really to his name. Just trying to tuck tight, ensure that he's not cleared out from this spot here while something looks to try and get the clearance down. Leaf, he's anti straight back. The weapon's into his hands and he's rendezvous TP'd into the side, man. Eventually cleared up. There's Still Garden both ways. Weapons taken away. The res in sight. Shorty does the job. Close quarters. That's where the action lies. Weapons to swing back out here. PaperX have found themselves a way back in, but jawgemo looking to see if he can answer. Knocking at the door, him and JonahP, but JonahP no more. There it is. Trying to find that. It's been cleared anyway. It's going to be spammed surely here. This anchor smokes the plan. Try and work his way around something. Precise and sharp. jawgemo trying to play tucked. What is that? Reactions by Jinggg. Disgusting stuff. The tour de force trailing back into the fight, but you don't have any advantage. 5 alive for PaperX. Slow orbs at your feet. Cut out of every possible spot.
They've got the money, they might as well go for it.
No way. Leaf. Only an angle to be found. He's almost collected that onto Jinggg. Clearance on top of the wall, and damage done. There's a matter to Jinggg as well. Here, jawgemo, he's not leaving.
Terrible gate crash as well.
Trying to stay into the fight.
Terrible gate crash.
Way out into the open in that spot. Not in a position to try and withstand that pressure. PaperX are really applying it now. Evenly across the board, and this is moving over towards B. Starward is the defense again. They've got those thorns to try and delay and slow this one down. A tag with the drone potential there for a fight to be taken, especially as that smoke dissipates. Thorns at your feet, spam into the corner. I think they know that Jingg's in that spot and that position, and Leaf, time to strike is there. The backstab that they needed as a spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't overstay his welcome.
Thorns activated.
Let the spike be retrieved, let it be picked back up. There's 15 seconds left and you haven't cleared these side players. JonahP, the anchor, and a thorn in their side. The flash and a peek, he's been denied. Deleted here. The plant is going down fast and loose from G2. Trying to take the fight now, trying to take it together.
Leaf with the off.
They're going into him now. See what he can get done here. Potential damage to be dished out to Paranoid to try and slow them once more. Fire in your face there, as blind as anything, and he just spots it. Jump spot of something was a little bit too out into the open. There's enough of an angle that they can jump on it, but a res immediately to try and undo the damage. Something back into the fight. 5 players trying to look and make their mark into him. With just a judge in the hand, jawgemo, he can only do so much. Players are drifting into this fight, but it is slapdash, not put together whatsoever here from G2. Door needs to be broken. An avenue and a sight line, and Leaf does deliver. Death blow after death blow, but PatMen looking to answer straight back, and damage done to valyn. Weak as anything. Handed it back, but Forsaken with a deeper TP. JonahP will clean them up. These players, weak as anything. It's going to come down to the tiniest of details. Who can hit the first shot? And that is a risky one. Jump spawning around, jumping down into the fight. PatMen left into the 1v1. Down in his face. He's going to try and break this one down, but with the damage done and the right click. Trent out and away.
Smoked off now as PaperX look like they're going for an A split.
Choking them out here. There's a Hunter's Fury to see if they can set this one up, but the Thorns as well. It's going to be delayed. No one can really push forwards and past that. It's a wasted all at the end. Only a bit of damage onto Jorg. And bodies are reinforcing. G2 have the entirety of the team. The army has arrived to try and put a stop to most of this, but a dart late in being delivered. Leaf, though, still getting active. He's forwards again into his approach, trying to bait those shots, and he can't be stopped. This is ridiculous from him. One-man army himself. Big reveal, but coverage in sight. Forsaken, eager to put the bullets straight back into that body here, but a reveal onto it. These shots are coming thick and fast. PatMen barely able to survive. 4 bullets left. He's going to try and find these shots individually, but it's all Jonah. A few Sheriffs, Bulldog and a Vandal. It's the only thing they're working with. Double up with the smokes as well, denying that heaven angle just in case the operator was there, but Leaf to reposition. He misses his shot. Rarity at that, and it doesn't take the time to TP away. It's Forsaken with the punish. He was to play with a rifle. To be the case, and the Sheriffs, wow! PaperX, they know how to make them work. 2 players down here for G2, and an open sight now and an open plant. PaperX, a lot of damage being taken into the process, but you got to try and win this one with overwhelming firepower. Sightlines are being cut away, spam into the floorboards. Trent to remove PatMen. Now he's looking for a little bit more. Big flash though, and an even better swing. Forsaken is putting matters into his own hands as the IGL. Straight shots and straight bullets. He's barely alive, but he's still getting it done. 3 for him. And time has been bought for his team to survive into this one, to play it all together.
On his back right now. It's outrageous. Every single time they need a hero, he steps up.
Enemy
He's a danger player. Drone early. Usage onto him, tags him up. Doesn't care, disrespect. Fully being showcased. Deep TP into the bottom section of mid. We'll have to TP back here. PRX now looking like they want to speed up into this perhaps. Thorns are being layered down to try and set this one up. Something. It's going to be that blade from the side. These are anchor players on G2.
Jonah has ult.
All triggered, flash forwards, and his shots in the dark as well through that smoke. jawgemo, he's gone down. Still these angles. Needs to be watched for. Jinggg will have to respect that one. And inside that smoke, it's straight bullets being fired forwards. Shorty with a double dash hit. A double right click. JonahP is the one to put him down anyway. Plant going down now for PatMen. Ships to the night. These players have rotated around, but they need to clear up something from this spot. G2, they need a chance. And it solely rests on making sure that they can get rid of something. Ripping the ult. They think it's winnable. Dimensional drift. He's going to be getting the hell out of there. Something looking to rejoin the rest of his team. He's body blocking. Just being that nuisance player. And trying to get a run on. Trying to get a bit of a move on. Valyn's forwards as well. Now barely any bullets to work with. It's all up the wall. They want to move into this one as he's still got on their own.
You have to Sovereign this.
Sovereign's going to be used though. That's an attempt at a punish. Could be some connections coming through. And there it is. Long range with the artillery. Trent trying to make the play towards it. But that's a res to instantly undo most of that damage. And something inserted himself. Making a bit of a home, just trying to set up camp, and they are going to remove him out with that util. It's clean, but it goes on either side once more. It's all down to the finer details, and the gunplay is what matters most. G2.
Forsaken, ulting, and now they're looking for him around spawn. They know, though, that the spike is going down over towards B. Valyn checking B main.
Cancelled.
Full 3v3.
Gets the clearance onto this one. It comes down to it. The gunfight's taken. This PRX will want to square up towards it. They hear the footsteps, and they see the shots to buy!